Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back to Maurice's Polo Review channel. Today we'll be talking about what is on my mannequin. A few little cops, you know how we do. You see the background is a little different. Got a little bit going on back there, trying to change it up, trying to organize the bigger picture, put things where they belong and all that other good stuff. So let's get into it. First of all, Easter is Sunday, so for those who want to go to church, go praise, whoever you praise, and get your spirit right, get your chi together, and have positive vibes. Rock out with your family. If you hide Easter eggs or whatever you do, congratulations. Make sure the kids are safe. Also, stay COVID free. Make sure everybody got the mask on. At least know they've been tested or whatever the case may be. And let's talk about it. So, let's talk about what's on my mannequin. Then we can get into a few other topics later on. So what's on my mannequin today? I'm pulling off the Polo Sportsman sweater. It's more like this is the re-release retro look sweater. This always been a dope concept ever since it came out. I always wanted it, and then when they retroed it, I went ahead and scooped it. It's a dope piece. Yeah, it's just a dope piece to me. This is one of the staple pieces for Ralph Lauren and his retro look. Retro look. Ralph Lauren himself has I guess they do it by sales, and the bros made a lot of things popular back during the 80s that he re-released and he retroed, killing off a lot of valuable pieces. But yeah, let's not talk about that. But anyway, this Sportsman Polo sweater, it came out, I believe, between 85 and 91 back in the day, so this was a staple in his arsenal as far as retro re-releases that he had retroed out. It was a dope piece. I want to say it came in 4 colors: light green, dark green, I think a blue if I'm not mistaken, and I can't remember the other color, but if you know the other color, drop it down in the comments below. So this right here is an overall clean look. I went on ahead and put I want to call this the Hunter sports vest retro. It's a retro vintage, as you want to say, vintage look vest. If anybody know why you got the orange inside, you already know you are a hunter, so you already know this is to let other hunters know that they're out there in the woods and to clear don't shoot over there where they're at. That way y'all can have communication and they can see you. So if some running, they can shoot the other way. By the way, deers are colorblind, so they won't see this orange. just something to tell y'all. And I finished it off with a tweeted paperboy hat. It's a dope hat. I copped it not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. I just figured this is just a dope hat, dope concept. I wish it had the leather tab on the back of it, but it don't. But I wish it did. But overall, this is still gonna be a dope hat. So I'll rock it here and there. Grown man status, grown man look vibe. And underneath the Polo Sportsman sweater, I have the yellow Oxford shirt. Of course, you got to get your low on. So it is what it is. You feel me? So let's talk about a few things. We just got through discussing Easter. Organization in your closet. That's a big one. Make sure you go through your closet. Make sure you putting everything in the way you want them to be. We tend to throw a lot of our things out there, put them in the closet, and forget about them. You want to keep a visual on what you have as far as your inventory, what you have all in your closet. That way, you don't go buy the same thing twice, or if somebody get it, you'll know about it. So stay on top of that. So one of my great friends, Mr. James, I just put it like that. He and I had a conversation, and the conversation was about Ralph Lauren. So he Mr. James, is a big fan of Mr. West, Kanye. So let's talk about this scenario. So he and I went back and forth a few times about, Kanye was most fashionable man of the year. 1 year, I believe it was 2000, either 16, 17, somewhere around now. But he was the most fashionable man of the year. And kudos to Kanye. Kanye, he done been through a lot. But he's always stayed on point with his fashion. I might not buy his clothes, but his fashion, the way he overall carries himself is pretty dope. And when he jumped in the game, he was Ralph Lauren, which everybody knows. So he and I went back and forth, had a little debate about when you speak on Ralph Lauren, do you feel that Kanye saved the Ralph Lauren brand? To me, I would say no, because I always had a special, place in my heart for Ralph Lauren. And Kanye is my age, maybe a little younger. So by him coming in the game and I'm listening to his music, and I'm also peeping out, what he wear. Kanye West, when he first jumped in the game, was heavy on the polo. He killed the polo bear situations, with the college dropout album. But yet and still, he brought, I would say he gave Ralph a spark. I would say that. He gave Ralph a spark because Kanye was already on top of the fashion. If you don't know anything about Kanye, back then, I don't know about now, but his man was 88 Keys. And 88 Keys is a huge, huge Ralph Lauren connoisseur. That's what he is. From my understanding, this man will go in a line and he won't rock none of his stuff off that line until he has everything that's on that line. That's crazy. That's a lot of polo. But anyway, so just need to get y'all comments and y'all thoughts about that current situation. Did Kanye save Ralph Lauren? Also, do you feel like Ralph Lauren need to bring Kanye on to, reinvent Ralph Lauren? Kanye, he's a billionaire now. I don't know the whole situation with him and Gap, but it is what it is with as far as that. But, I'm going to give, props where props due. Ye came in and he put a spark on Ralph Lauren for the younger generation, not our generation, but for the younger generation. And it's just been one of those things. I would always say, I would give Kanye his props. But at the same time, you already had heavy people in the game that dealt with Ralph Lauren, period. The bros, they've been on top of it. This is, they already know. So I just want to give credit where credit's due. Anybody who know anything about the bros, B-Bill, Bebop, my boy Dex, up top, Big Boo, the bros, Cliff, he did. My bros, period, point blank. So with that being said, they've been on polo, heavy in the low game, heavy on the rugby game. So my thing is, he seen what they were doing back then, not now, and he was just like, you know what, these cats are ill. For those who know what I'm talking about, you already know. If you don't know anything about the Lows, go check them out. Low Lives, New York City. You dig? Rack, Thurston. Got to give it up to him. Also, got to give it up to B-Bill and the other ones that came along throughout the struggle as far as where we are at now. Love and loyalty, no doubt. So, let's get into a few cops of mine. First item is, of course, you already know it's vintage. That's my angle right now. That's my focus. That's what I'm going towards, is my vintage game, especially when it comes down to these guys, the rugby game. That's what I like. That's just my lane. So I'm sort of disappointed in this particular piece, but I'm going to keep it just because. But anyway, when I saw it, it was blue and yellow online, but when I got it, it had slight fade to it, a little fade to it, but you know, it is what it is. We still gonna rock out to it, you know, because it's still low regardless on whatever. So let me try and get the sleeves together. So, bam. This particular rugby piece, you already know how we rocking. Rugby blue and yellow inside, has the R on the side of it, you know, stand for rugby. Also in the back, it has the number 10. So, you know, I'm sort of upset about it, but I ain't I mean, it is what it is. We still gonna rock it, you know. Very dope piece. I copped it on Posh for the low. The seller and I came to, you know, a reasonable agreement. He came on with it. So I ain't mad at him, you know. I wish it was the darker blue and yellow. That's the signature rugby colors, especially for Ralph Lauren, but it is what it is. We still gonna rock out with it. Yeah. Dope piece. Dope piece. This is my second one with the R on it. Rugby piece. The first one, the other one is a blue and white with a burgundy R on it. Also, this particular piece is a staple in the Ralph Lauren catalog to myself and those who came before me. It's just something about Ralph line is amazing. Amazing. I mean, a lot of people go crazy over the bears, and I get it. Kanye, the whole bear situation, you know, at one time, speaking on a little history, at one time those bear sweaters was going for like $1,000. Some still are because they're rare. So, to me, the number one rare bear is the one bear with the, he's on a skateboard with a cardigan on. That bear is real rare. And, of course, when we talk about Knicks, we got to talk about the Indian head. That's a rare. Those are the two top on my list as far as what I want. And I know I'm not going to be able to get the Indian head because Indian head only came in, the biggest size the Indian head came in was 1X. So, yeah, I'm a 2X. So, it is what it is. So, with this particular piece that I recently purchased, I felt like it is a instant grab piece in the next 5 to 6 years if Ralph don't, if he don't come back out with it. But right now, I hope he don't because this is an instant classic. The duck sweater, the duck knit. This particular sweater is immaculate. You hear me? The detailing as far as the ducks, the coloring. Also, anybody who know anything about polo know it's gonna be polo gonna be on the side of it. I acquired this piece over the last week. You know, me and my boy did some business together. And yeah, this is just immaculate, period. You can rock this with some 40s, some Tims, or you can be classy about it, put some dark chocolate chinos with these guys, with some, you know, I don't gonna say no hush puppies or nothing like that. Maybe some wallabies. The light brown wallabies with the bubblegum bottom. Oh yeah, we know how to get that. Yes sir. But this piece is immaculate. Period. The detailing in the ducks is A1. I don't know who Ralph got to put, you know, picture to the sweater, but it's A1. It's A1. You feel me? It's definitely A1. This is a grown man look. You know, I could have, the way I was gonna do it, I wasn't gonna do it like this, just because of the orange. But I decided to go with the sportsman. But either way, you cannot go wrong with this particular setup. So yeah, and I'm still on my winter shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is what it is. You know, winter. It's my birthday weekend. Well, Tuesday is my birthday, so yeah, I'm trying to turn up a little bit. But anyway, so I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming to my Polo Review channel. The things I like, the things we like, all love and loyalty. You know, stay clean. You know, as far as sanitation, your hands, your house. You know, whatever. Keep negative vibes away from me. This is a positive channel. No negativity. We don't do negativity. People with negative minds, negative thoughts, go somewhere and manifest and get yourself together. You know, just being honest, because we all have issues, we all have problems, we all trying to cope with something. But when you speak positive things into the air, positive things happen to you. Understand it. Also, real quick, understand if I call you a friend, you are a friend. You are a friend. But understand, once you cross me, you are a whoever you are. Point blank. That's the way I see it. The way I look at love and loyalty is I'm loyal to a fault because I put loyalty in the wrong person who didn't put loyalty into me. Understand it. And it's all about brotherly love. 2 L's up. So, with that being said, thank you for coming to Mannequin and Polo Review channel. I hope everybody have a great Easter weekend. Be safe, be sucker free, and keep them negative vibes somewhere else. And whenever you see them, go the other way. Salute. Deuces.